Tonight, we do not witness a transformation of matter, but a transmission of meaning. We journey together into the quiet heart of the cosmos to receive a message that has been traveling for a very, very long time. This is not just any message. It is a signal broadcast on a frequency of deep time, tuned specifically for those whose lives began before the world was filled with digital noise. A signal meant only for those born before 1965. Imagine starlight that left its source before you were born, traveling across unimaginable voids, carrying within its ancient light a resonance, a story, a feeling. This light has journeyed patiently, not with urgency, but with the certainty of a tide turning. It has been searching for a particular kind of receiver, one whose soul was shaped by a different rhythm of life. A soul that remembers the texture of paper, the patience of waiting for a letter, the sound of a rotary phone, the quiet hum of a world before the constant stream of information. This starlight, this cosmic whisper, has found you here, now, in this quiet moment. It has arrived. Before we begin, just a quick moment. Write in the comments which part of this world you're listening from right now, and what time it is where you are. I'm curious, are you listening in the quiet of late night? Or perhaps in the early morning hours when sleep hasn't come yet? Just leave a word or two, and then settle in. Because this time right now, is entirely yours. Now, allow your body to find a position of complete and total comfort. Let your head be supported, your spine long and relaxed. Allow your hands to rest gently, palms open, or perhaps resting softly on your body. There is nothing for them to do now. Nothing to hold, nothing to fix, nothing to build. Their work for the day is done. Feel the gentle pull of gravity, not as a weight, but as a reassuring presence holding you, grounding you to this moment, to this place of rest. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with the quiet air of your room. And as you exhale, release the day. Let go of the conversations, the lists, the lingering thoughts. Imagine them as fine dust, gently blown away on the soft current of your breath. Time 2.5s, another slow breath in, holding it for just a moment, and a long, slow, complete exhale out. With this breath, you are not just relaxing your body, you are tuning your awareness. Like turning the dial on an old, beautiful radio, you are moving past the static of the everyday, searching for that clear, quiet frequency where the signal is pure. This time is yours, to witness, to listen, to rest. This sacred space we are creating is the observatory from which we will watch the cosmos unfold its message just for you. Our intention tonight is one of gentle, open reception. We are setting aside the need to understand with the mind, and instead, we are choosing to feel with the soul. We are opening ourselves to a profound and simple truth, that your life, with all its unique textures, its specific moments of joy and sorrow, its particular memories from a world now past, has not been random. It has been a process of calibration. Every experience has shaped you into the perfect antenna, uniquely designed to receive this very transmission tonight. The universe does not shout its secrets. It whispers them in the language of resonance, of sympathetic vibration. And your being, seasoned by the decades, carries the exact resonant frequency this message has been seeking. You do not need to strive to hear it. You do not need to try to decipher it. Your only task is to allow, to become still, to soften, and to trust that you are, right now, in the exact right place at the exact right time to receive a quiet truth meant only for you. A truth about your place in the grand story, about the beauty of your journey, and about the deep, unwavering peace that is your cosmic birthright. Let your body grow heavy, your breath grow slow, and your heart become quiet. The transmission is beginning. It has traveled across the stars, and now it finds its home in your quiet awareness. Allow yourself to listen, not with your ears, but with the whole of your life. For your life itself is the receiver, and the message is one of profound, unconditional belonging. There is nowhere else you need to be. There is nothing else you need to do. Simply rest and allow the universe to speak to you in the silent language you were born to understand. Every passing second now is a part of this communication. Every quiet pulse of your own heart is a part of the rhythm. The journey begins with this surrender, this gentle opening, this trust. Let the stillness settle around you and within you. The message has found its way home. Imagine the entire universe as a single, magnificent musical instrument. It is a symphony of almost infinite complexity, playing a song that began with the first flicker of existence. Every star is a resonant string, humming with the fire of fusion. Every planet is a quiet drum, marking the slow rhythm of its orbit. Galaxies swirl together in vast, silent chords that take 100 million years to resolve. Within this cosmic orchestra, there are countless frequencies, endless broadcasts of energy and information. Most are loud, chaotic, powerful, the crash of a supernova, the roar of a quasar. But beneath that magnificent noise, there are subtler signals, quieter melodies. And tonight, we are listening for one in particular. A specific, loving signal that was broadcast long ago, intended for a soul that was shaped and tuned in the quiet attention of a pre-digital world. This is the principle of resonance. If you have two tuning forks of the exact same pitch, and you strike one, the other will begin to vibrate, to hum, to sing its note without ever being touched. It responds because its very structure is perfectly matched to the frequency of the sound wave traveling through the air. It recognizes its own song. Your soul, your very being, is such a tuning fork. And your life has been the slow, patient process of being crafted and tuned to a specific cosmic pitch. Think of the experiences that shaped you. The long, quiet afternoons of childhood, where imagination was the only screen. The act of listening to a story on the radio, creating entire worlds within your mind from sound alone. The patience required to learn a skill from a book, page by careful page, without a video to show you the way in an instant. These were not just empty moments in time. They were acts of tuning. They were shaping your capacity for deep listening. They were calibrating your soul to perceive a signal that is not loud, but profound. A signal that is carried not on frantic energy, but on the steady, patient wavelength of wisdom. The world you were born into taught you a different way of being. It taught your nervous system the rhythm of seasons, not the rhythm of notifications. It taught your mind the art of contemplation, the ability to sit with a single thought or feeling and let it unfold naturally, like a flower opening in its own time. This capacity for stillness, for unhurried attention, is not a relic of the past. It is a form of advanced perception. It is what makes you a perfect receiver for this cosmic message. The universe knew that a soul shaped by these specific qualities would be needed. A soul that could feel the difference between information and wisdom. A soul that could find meaning in the silence between the notes. And so, your life was orchestrated to prepare you for this very moment of reception. Nothing was wasted. Every moment of quiet waiting, every challenge that demanded patience, every experience that taught you to look deeper than the surface. All of it was refining your resonant frequency. So as you lie here now, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your chest, know that your life has not been a random collection of events. It has been a preparation. It has been the meticulous crafting of a beautiful instrument designed to resonate with a truth that is timeless and loving. You are not trying to hear something foreign. You are simply allowing yourself to recognize a song that has been encoded within you from the very beginning. The signal from the cosmos does not need to force its way in. It only needs to find a sympathetic vibration. In your unique journey, your specific place in history has made you that perfect, sympathetic soul. Your capacity for memory, for deep feeling, for quiet reflection, this is your gift. This is the technology of reception. And it is coming online now, in the safety and peace of this moment. Let your body relax even more deeply into this knowing. Let every cell in your body feel this truth. You are tuned to the universe. You are ready to receive. And the message is one of peace. It is a humming reassurance that your life has had a profound, cosmic purpose. To be here, now, listening, and remembering the song of your own soul. Let your awareness drift backward now, like a feather on a gentle current of air. Time 3.0. We are not searching for a specific memory, not a particular day or event. We are journeying back to a feeling. The feeling of the night sky as you knew it in your youth. Settle into that feeling. Perhaps you are a child, lying on a blanket in the cool grass of a backyard, the scent of summer earth all around you. Or maybe you are a young adult, looking out of a car window on a long drive, the darkness outside vast and mysterious. Or simply looking up from a quiet street, long after the streetlights have come on, into that deep, velvet expanse. The air was different then. The darkness was deeper. And above you, watching over you, were the stars. Look up now, with your inner eye. See them as they were. There is the steadfast shape of the Big Dipper, hanging in the northern sky, like a familiar question mark, a celestial ladle. It was likely the first star pattern you ever learned, a friendly and reliable guide. Following its arc, you might have found Polaris, the North Star, that quiet, unwavering point of light that generations have used to find their way. It held its place for you then, just as it holds its place for you now. In the winter, you would see the magnificent form of Orion the Hunter, with his bright belt of 3 stars in a perfect slanting line. A powerful, silent guardian striding across the cold night. And perhaps you could make out the faint, misty patch of the Pleiades, the 7 sisters huddled together, a cluster of diamonds on black velvet. These were your stars. They were the silent witnesses to your growing up. Consider all that they have watched. Those same ancient points of light looked down on the world as you took your first steps. They were the distant, glittering audience for your childhood games of hide and seek on long summer evenings. They witnessed your first moments of true wonder, your first questions about how big the universe really is. As you grew, they remained. They were the backdrop to your hopes and dreams, the silent confidants to whom you might have whispered your deepest wishes as you lay in bed. They watched as you learned, as you loved, as you experienced heartbreak, as you navigated the great changes in your own life and in the world around you. The world below changed so rapidly. Cars changed. Music changed. The very fabric of society shifted and transformed in countless ways. But every clear night, you could look up and see them, unchanged, unhurried, in their perfect, silent, and reassuring order. They were the one constant in a world of flux, a testament to something deeper, older, and more patient than human affairs. Now, understand this. Those stars were not just passive observers. They were and are the very source of this cosmic transmission. The light from Orion's belt that touched your young eyes had already been traveling for over 1,000 years to reach you. That ancient light was carrying a story then, a resonance, a vibration of deep time. All through your life, on every night you looked up, you were receiving pieces of this message. You were bathing in its steady, loving frequency without even knowing it. Your earliest memories of wonder are connected to this source. Your moments of youthful contemplation under the night sky were your first lessons in how to listen. The stars have been speaking to you your entire life. Tonight is not a new conversation. It is a deepening of it. It is the moment you become fully aware of the dialogue that has always been happening. So let the peace of that constancy wash over you. The same stars that watched you grow are holding space for you now as you rest. Their ancient light connects your earliest self to your present self, weaving your entire life into one beautiful, coherent story. A story witnessed and held by the cosmos itself. Rest in this knowing. You are, and have always been, seen by the universe. Let us travel now from the vastness of outer space to the intimate universe within you. Specifically, to the quiet, miraculous landscape of your own mind. Your brain is not a fixed object, not a machine that was built once and simply runs. It is a living, breathing garden, constantly changing, growing, and adapting. Scientists call this beautiful, living process neuroplasticity. It is the science of how experience becomes biology, how the life you live physically shapes the pathways and connections that create your thoughts, your memories, your very sense of self. The world you grew up in was the soil, the sunlight, and the weather that shaped the unique garden of your mind. And because you grew up in an analog world, your mind grew in a particular and truly extraordinary way. Think of the simple act of reading a book before the age of screens. You held a physical object. You turned one page at a time, moving in a steady, linear progression. Your eyes tracked the lines of text, and your mind had to hold the thread of a single narrative, sometimes for hours. There were no hyperlinks to click, no notifications to pull your attention away. This act, repeated thousands of times, carved deep neural pathways in your brain. It built an architecture for sustained focus, for deep concentration, and for linear, patient thought. Consider listening to a story on the radio or hearing a tale told by a grandparent. You were given only words, only sounds. Your brain had to do the magnificent work of building the images. It had to create the faces of the characters, the colors of the landscape, the entire visual world from scratch. This was not passive consumption. It was an act of profound co-creation. It exercised the muscles of your imagination, strengthening your ability to create rich inner worlds. This is a skill of immense power. The very rhythm of life taught your brain patience. Waiting for a letter to arrive in the mail taught you that communication takes time, that anticipation is part of the experience. Having to wait a whole week for the next episode of your favorite television show trained your nervous system to exist comfortably in the space of not knowing. This was not a flaw in the system. It was a feature. It built within you a tolerance for the quiet intervals, the pauses, the spaces between events. In today's world, these neural pathways, for deep focus, for powerful imagination, for patience, might seem less valued, perhaps even obsolete. But here is the secret the universe wishes to share with you. This unique brain architecture is not obsolete at all. It is the very mechanism required to decode its subtle, non-linear message. It is a highly specialized instrument. The cosmic signal is not loud, it is not fast, and it is not fragmented into tiny pieces of data. It is a deep, resonant, and coherent wave of feeling and wisdom. A mind trained for distraction cannot perceive it. But your mind, shaped by the quiet focus of the analog world, is perfectly designed to tune into it. Your capacity for quiet contemplation is a form of advanced technology. Your ability to sit in stillness, to let your thoughts wander without urgent purpose, to simply be present. This is the operating system needed to receive the universe's broadcast. You are not just remembering a slower time. Your entire neurology is a living library of that time. It is a legacy system, yes, but it is a legacy system designed to interface with eternity. So as you rest here, feel the truth of this. The way your mind works is not a disadvantage. It is your superpower. It is the gift your specific life, in your specific era, has given you. Honor the pathways forged by patience. Honor the strength of an imagination built in quiet rooms. Honor the mind that knows how to wait, how to listen, and how to feel deeply. This mind is your receiving dish. And tonight, it is pointed directly at the heart of the cosmos, perfectly calibrated to receive the wisdom that has been traveling so long to find you. Now, let us draw our awareness even deeper, past the architecture of the mind, and into the very substance of your physical body. Feel for a moment the quiet, steady rhythm of your own heart. With each beat, it sends a river of warm, red blood flowing through you, carrying life and oxygen to every single cell. Let us meditate on a simple, scientific, and truly miraculous fact about that blood. The central element in the hemoglobin that makes your blood red is iron. The iron atom that gives you life, that carries your breath, was not created on this earth. It could not be. The conditions were never right. That iron was forged billions of years ago, in the unimaginably hot and violent heart of a star far, far larger than our own sun. Imagine that star. A colossal furnace, burning for eons, fusing lighter elements into heavier ones. For millions of years, it lived a brilliant life, a beacon in the ancient cosmos. Then in the final, spectacular moments of its existence, it collapsed under its own immense gravity and exploded in a supernova. In that single, cataclysmic instant of cosmic alchemy, the iron was created. And it was scattered across the void as glittering dust. For billions more years, that stardust drifted, coalesced, and was gathered up into the swirling cloud of gas and dust that would eventually form our solar system, our planet, and you. The iron that carries oxygen through your veins right now was forged in the final fiery moments of a dying star. Feel that truth resonating within you. You are breathing with the memory of a star. And it is not just the iron. Feel the gentle, solid structure of your own bones, the framework that has carried you through your entire life. Those bones are rich with calcium. That calcium, too, was born in the heart of a star. Every part of you that is not the most primordial hydrogen is the recycled, repurposed, and beautifully reanimated dust of long-dead stars. Your body is not simply resting upon the earth. Your body is the earth. And the earth is the cosmos, gathered into a living form. You are a walking, breathing, feeling archive of cosmic history. Your very cells hold the memory of processes that are billions of years old. And your own life, with all of its unique experiences, is simply the latest chapter written into this ancient, stellar manuscript. You are not separate from the universe, looking out at it. You are the universe, experiencing itself. This changes everything about the message we are receiving. The cosmic transmission is not some alien signal arriving from out there. It is not a broadcast you must struggle to pick up. It is a deep, cellular memory being gently awakened from within. The starlight we spoke of, the ancient light from the constellations that watched you grow, is the key. And the stardust within you, the iron, the calcium, the carbon, that is the lock. Tonight, the key is turning. The resonance between the stars outside and the stars inside is unlocking a library of information that has been dormant within you all along. There is nothing you need to do to force this. Simply rest in the awareness of your own cosmic origin. Feel the gentle warmth in your body, not just as biological heat, but as the faint, lingering ember of the star that gave you life. The message is a feeling of homecoming. It is the profound recognition that you belong here, that you are made of the same fundamental, beautiful substance as everything you see in the night sky. Let this truth dissolve any remaining tension in your body. You are ancient. You are starlight. And you are home. Let us now turn our attention to one of the deepest mysteries of all, the nature of time itself. Not the time measured by the frantic ticking of a clock or the cold, flipping digits on a screen, but the time you have known in your body, in your bones. The texture of time as you have actually lived it. Allow yourself to remember its feel. In your youth, time had a different quality. It was thick, spacious, and unhurried. Remember the feeling of a long summer afternoon? It was not a block of hours to be filled, but a vast, golden country to be explored. Time was measured in the slow drift of clouds across a blue sky. The methodical journey of a sunbeam across the living room floor. The changing length of the shadows on the lawn. It stretched and expanded, holding all the space you needed for daydreams, for boredom, for pure, simple being. Think of the great unfolding of the seasons. You felt time in the gradual shift of the air, the slow, almost imperceptible transition from the last chill of spring to the first true warmth of summer. You witness the patient work of autumn, as it took weeks to paint the leaves, one by one, in hues of amber and crimson. Winter was not an inconvenience to be rushed through, but a deep, quiet pause. A time of rest and inwardness when the world itself seemed to take a long, slow breath. This was the rhythm you lived by. It was a natural, cyclical, and deeply reassuring pace. It taught you, on a cellular level, that everything has its season, that there is a time for growth and a time for rest, a time for outward action and a time for quiet integration. This was nature's clock, and your own internal clock was set to its graceful, unhurried movement. This slower time is not a forgotten memory. It is a sacred dimension. It is the fundamental operating rhythm of the universe itself. The stars we have been watching do not rush across the sky. They move with an impossible, majestic slowness. The mountains are not built in a day. They are lifted over millions of years by the patient, inexorable pressure of the earth. A seed does not become a great tree overnight. It follows an ancient, internal timetable, responding to the sun, the water, the soil, in its own perfect, unhurried way. This is the timescale of wisdom. The modern world, with its demand for instant results and constant acceleration, has tried to convince us that this deep, natural rhythm is lost. It has overlaid this profound, steady pulse with a frantic, superficial beat. But it has not been lost. It has only been forgotten. And here is the truth that settles deep into your being tonight. Your soul remembers. Deep within you, beneath the surface-level anxieties about not having enough time, lies the memory of this vast, patient unfolding. Your body remembers it. Your spirit remembers it. And this memory is the key to your deepest relaxation. As you lie here, you can consciously choose to shift your awareness from the frantic time of the modern world to the sacred time of the cosmos. You can untether yourself from the ticking clock and align yourself with the slow, graceful turning of the earth. Let your breath be your guide. Each inhale and exhale is not a second ticked off, but a small, complete cycle of receiving and releasing, like the gentle rhythm of the tides. Feel your body letting go of the need to rush. There is nothing to prepare for, nowhere to be. You are sinking into the real time, the deep time, where healing and restoration happen. This is the pace of sleep. It is the pace of growth. It is the pace of peace. Allow yourself to drift on this slow, ancient river. It knows the way. As you rest in this deep, quiet time, let us consider the unique and sacred position you hold in the great story of humanity. You are a living bridge. One foot is planted firmly on the shore of the world that was, a world of tangible things, of physical presence, of slower, more deliberate rhythms. The other foot rests on the shore of the world that is, a world of instant connection, of flowing information, of digital light. You are the generation that has walked across this remarkable span, and you hold the memory of both landscapes within you. Think for a moment of the shore you came from. It is a world you hold not just as history, but as lived, sensory memory. You remember the solid, satisfying weight of a coin in your hand for a public telephone. You remember the distinct, papery scent of a library, the quiet rustle of turning pages, the authority of knowledge bound in cloth and ink. You know the sound of a needle finding the groove on a vinyl record, that soft crackle before the music begins, a sound filled with anticipation and presence. These memories are not trivial. They are a deep, cellular knowledge of a world that operated on a human scale, a world that demanded presence and patience. You carry the archive of that world within your very being. And then there is the other shore, the one you stand upon now. You have learned a new language, the language of clicks and swipes and screens. You have witnessed the astonishing magic of seeing the face of a loved one across a continent in real time. You have navigated the endless rivers of information and learned to find what you need in a way that would have seemed like science fiction in your youth. You have adapted. You have learned. You have become a citizen of a future that arrived faster than anyone could have imagined. To stand in both these worlds at once, to hold the memory of one and the lived experience of the other, is an extraordinary feat. The universe wants you to know that this in-between state is not a place of confusion or loss. It is not a sign of being left behind. It is a position of profound power and unparalleled perspective. You are the translators. You are the only ones who can truly explain one world to the other because you are fluent in both languages. You can translate the value of patience to a world that prizes speed. You can translate the importance of privacy and quiet reflection to a world of constant sharing and connection. You are the elders, the keepers of a vital human memory. Without you, the feeling, the texture, the deep wisdom of the analog world could be lost, flattened into a mere historical fact. But because of you, it remains a living truth. This bridging role is not a burden. It is your sacred, cosmic purpose. You are the generation that provides context, that provides depth, that prevents humanity from losing the thread of its own story. And sleep, this beautiful, healing state you are now drifting towards, is where you integrate this profound power. In the quiet of the night, your mind and soul work to weave these two worlds together. The experiences of your entire life are synthesized, not into confusion, but into a unique and unshakable wisdom. Rest in the dignity of this role. You are a living treasure, a vital link in the great chain of being. And your peace is essential. As we sink deeper now into stillness, let go of any expectation that this cosmic message will arrive in a form you might recognize. We have been preparing ourselves, tuning our awareness, but now we must understand the nature of the signal itself. It is not in words. The universe does not speak in any human language. Its truths are too vast, too ancient to be contained in vocabulary or grammar. Words are wonderful tools for the day, for the thinking mind, but they are too small for the wisdom we are now open to receiving. The message is carried in patterns, in feelings, in the silent spaces between your thoughts. Consider the quantum world, the very foundation of our reality. Physicists tell us that the vacuum of space, once thought to be empty, is in fact a seething, vibrant field of potential. It is filled with information, with possibilities waiting to emerge. The most profound realities are not held in the solid particles, but in the relationships, the probabilities, the invisible fields that connect everything. The universe's message is like that. It is a quantum signal. It is not found in the busy traffic of your thoughts, but in the quiet, receptive emptiness that holds them. Your mind, the mind we have spoken of, the one shaped by a quieter world, is perfectly designed to perceive this. You grew up accustomed to finding meaning without constant stimulation. You learned to read the subtle cues of the natural world, the shift in the wind that signals a change in weather, the particular slant of light that means evening is approaching. You learn to read the silent language of a person's posture, the feeling in a room, the unspoken truth behind the spoken words. This is the same skill. You are an expert in perceiving subtle wisdom, in decoding the patterns that lie beneath the surface. You have been training for this your entire life. So as you lie here, simply allow the busy, thinking part of your mind, the part that plans and worries and analyzes, to gently recede. It has served you well, but its work for the day is over. Imagine it as the daytime staff of a great observatory, packing up their charts and heading home. Now, the night crew is coming on duty. This is your deeper, intuitive self, the part of you that feels, that knows, without knowing how it knows. This part of you does not need to try to listen. Listening is its natural state of being. We are simply creating the quiet conditions it needs to do its work. Let your attention soften. Let it expand from a sharp point of focus to a wide, gentle awareness. Become aware of the feeling of the blankets on your skin. Become aware of the quiet ambient sounds of your room. Become aware of the gentle rhythm of your own breathing. In this soft, open state, you are not chasing the message. You are creating the space for it to arrive. It may come as a feeling of profound peace. It may come as a sense of deep rightness, of everything being in its proper place. It may come as a wave of unconditional love and acceptance for yourself and your entire life's journey. Do not label it. Do not analyze it. Simply receive it. Trust that your deeper self is perfectly capable of decoding the silence, of understanding the patterns, and of integrating the wisdom in a way that is perfect for you. You are simply the safe, quiet harbor where this beautiful ship can finally come to rest. And now, a gentle invitation. An invitation to do something very simple, yet very profound. For just a little while, just for the duration of this journey into sleep, we are going to set down the story of who you are. All the wonderful, complex, and beautiful things that make you you. Your name, your history, your roles, your responsibilities. We are going to place them gently on the shore so that the purest part of your consciousness can be free to drift. Imagine your consciousness, your essential awareness, as a small, sturdy, beautiful boat. For your entire life, this boat has been safely moored to the shore of your personal history. This shore is the solid ground of your identity. It is the familiar landscape of your memories, the sunlit hills of your joys, the quiet shaded valleys of your sorrows. On this shore is the sturdy dock of your roles: parent, spouse, friend, worker, neighbor. Further inland is the workshop where you keep all your plans for the future, and the library that holds all the lessons you have learned from the past. It is a rich and meaningful land, and it is entirely yours. It is not a place we are abandoning. It will be waiting for you, safe and sound, when morning comes. But for now, for this sacred time of rest, we are simply allowing the boat to leave the harbor. Look now and see the ropes that hold your boat to the dock. They are woven from the fibers of thought and attachment. There is a thick, strong rope woven from memories of the past. Another is braided from worries and plans for the future. And another still is tied with the knots of your identity, the story you tell yourself, and the world about who you are. These ropes have given you security. They've kept you anchored. But tonight, they are no longer needed. Let us gently untie them, one by one. Reach down with your awareness and loosen the rope of the past. Let all that has been, be. It has brought you here. Its work is done for today. With a gentle tug, the knot dissolves and the rope falls away. Now, turn to the rope of the future. Release the need to plan, to solve, to anticipate. The future will unfold in its own perfect time. For now, you can let it go. The knot loosens, and the second rope is free. Finally, the rope of your identity. Just for tonight, you are not your name. You are not your roles. You are simply awareness, a point of light, a being of consciousness. The last knot releases, and you are adrift. Feel the gentle, almost imperceptible shift as your boat of consciousness begins to drift away from the shore. You are floating now on a calm, dark, silent sea. The water is like liquid velvet, supporting you completely. There is no effort required. You do not need to row. You do not need to steer. A gentle cosmic current has taken hold of you, and it is guiding you out into the deep, peaceful quiet. Look up. The sky above is filled with the ancient stars we spoke of, their light reflected like scattered diamonds on the perfectly still surface of the water. And here is the most important part of this journey. You must trust the current. This current is the deep wisdom of the universe, the same intelligence that guides the planets in their orbits and the seasons in their turning. It knows exactly where you need to go. It has taken you to the place of perfect reception, the place of deep healing, the place of silent knowing. All you must do is lie back in your boat, let go, and allow yourself to be carried. As your small boat of consciousness drifts further out upon this calm, cosmic sea, let us redefine the very nature of the state you are entering. We often think of sleep as an ending. The end of the day, a shutting down, a period of inactivity. But tonight, we will see it for what it truly is. Sleep is not an ending. It is the beginning of the most important work. It is the moment when the conscious mind steps aside so that the deep, innate wisdom of your being can take over. It is not a void, but a sanctuary, a sacred space of transformation. Imagine that your day, with all its experiences, its conversations, its challenges, and its moments of beauty, has gathered a collection of raw materials. Some are rough stones of difficulty. Some are unrefined ores of new information. Some are simple grains of sand from mundane moments. And some are tiny, gleaming flecks of joy. The conscious mind, the mind of the day, can only see them for what they are on the surface. It sorts them, labels them, and worries about them. But it cannot transform them. For that, a different process is required. Sleep is the alchemical chamber. It is the quiet, dark, and magical laboratory where the raw materials of your life are transformed into the pure gold of cosmic wisdom. When you surrender to sleep, you are placing all these materials, the good, the bad, the confusing, the beautiful, into the crucible of your deeper self. The gentle, steady heat that begins the alchemical process is your own slow, rhythmic breathing. The mysterious solvents that dissolve the old forms are the neurochemical processes of your sleeping brain, washing away the non-essential, cleansing the pathways. In this chamber, the rough stone of a difficult conversation is not just a bad memory. It is gently heated and pressurized until the diamond of a new understanding is revealed. The raw ore of a new idea is melted down, its impurities skimmed away, until the pure, shining essence of its truth remains. Even the simple grains of sand from a quiet moment are fused together under the slow heat of the night to form the clear glass of a new perspective. Time 4.0. And here is the most beautiful part of this process. There is absolutely nothing you need to do to make this happen. The alchemist is not you, the waking self. The alchemist is the ancient, innate intelligence within you, the same intelligence that knows how to heal a wound, how to beat your heart, how to grow a seed into a flower. This intelligence has been doing this work for you every single night of your life, without praise, without instruction. Your only task is to surrender to the process, to trust the alchemist, to give it the time, the darkness, and the silence it needs to perform its sacred work. Every moment of deep rest is an act of profound faith in this inner wisdom. So as you feel the pull of sleep growing stronger, do not resist it. Welcome it as the master alchemist entering their workshop. Know that as you drift off, you are not disappearing. You are entering the most creative, most healing, most transformative state of your entire day. The day is for gathering. The night is for transforming. And you are poised now at the threshold of that magic, ready to be renewed from the inside out. As the alchemical chamber of sleep prepares to do its work, another layer of this beautiful process begins to awaken. We are moving now beyond even the memories of your own life and into a form of knowing that is far more ancient, a library stored not in your brain, but in your very DNA. Let your awareness settle deep within your body, not just as a whole, but as a vast and harmonious community of trillions of individual cells. Each one a tiny living spark of consciousness. And within the nucleus of every single one of these cells is the miraculous spiraling ladder of your DNA. It contains the blueprint for your physical self, of course, but it contains so much more. It is a living record, an archive stretching back through unimaginable spans of time. Scientists are beginning to explore a fascinating field called epigenetics, which shows that our experiences, our joys, our traumas, the environment we live in, can leave a subtle, energetic imprint upon our genes. These are not changes to the code itself, but rather like tiny bookmarks or highlights placed upon the great book of our DNA, influencing how that book is read. This suggests that memory is not just a function of the brain, it is a property of the body, a story told at a cellular level. Time 3.0. And this story does not begin with your own birth. You carry within you the epigenetic echoes of your parents, your grandparents, and their parents before them. You hold the memory of their resilience in the face of hardship, their courage in times of change, their quiet moments of hope. You are the living culmination of 1,000 forgotten love stories, 1,000 silent prayers. But let us go even deeper. Before your human ancestors, there was the unbroken chain of life itself. Your DNA connects you to the first creatures that ever swam in the primordial oceans. It holds the memory of turning sunlight into energy, the ancient wisdom of photosynthesis from our distant plant relatives. It remembers the feeling of the Earth's magnetic fields, the rhythm of the moon pulling the tides. And even before that, as we discovered earlier, your very atoms connect you to the hearts of the stars. This is your true cellular memory, an unbroken line of inheritance stretching from the first spark of creation all the way to you, resting here, now. The cosmic transmission we have been speaking of, this loving signal tuned just for you, is not just being received by your mind. It is the key that unlocks this ancient cellular library. As you relax into the threshold of sleep, this cosmic frequency is gently vibrating through your entire being, resonating with the stardust in your bones and the oceanic memory in your cells. It is not an invasive force. It is a gentle, humming reminder of who you truly are. It is activating this deep, ancient memory within your DNA, not with words, but with pure resonance. Allow yourself to feel this now. Imagine or feel a gentle, warming vibration beginning in the very core of your being. It is a soft, golden hum, infinitesimally subtle. Feel it spreading slowly, peacefully, from the center of your chest, outward. Spreading down through your torso, into your hips, down your legs, to the soles of your feet. Spreading up through your shoulders, down your arms, to the tips of your fingers. Spreading up through your neck, into your head, bathing your entire brain in this soft, golden light. This is the feeling of your ancient connection coming online. It is the feeling of your cellular memory awakening to the truth of its cosmic origin. There is nothing to fear. It is simply a homecoming, a remembrance of your vast, ancient, and unbreakable connection to all that is. As the gentle hum of your awakening cellular memory lulls you ever closer to sleep, your boat of consciousness is arriving at a new and wondrous shore. This is the land of dreams, a place we often dismiss as mere fantasy, as the random firings of a resting brain. But tonight, we will honor it for what it truly is, a sacred meeting place. The dream world is the magical borderland where your personal, individual self meets the vast, collective, cosmic self. Think of your personal subconscious. It is the repository of your own life's experiences, the hidden archive of every sight, sound, and feeling you have ever known, even those your conscious mind has long forgotten. It speaks in a language of symbols, of metaphors, of condensed and often puzzling images. This is one of the voices you hear in your dreams. It is the part of you that is working through the events of your day, sorting and filing, making connections your waking mind would never see. It is the personal alchemist tending to your individual healing and growth. But there is another, deeper intelligence at play in the dream world. Some have called it the collective unconscious. Others, the cosmic mind. It is the shared dream of humanity, a vast reservoir of archetypes, myths, and universal truths that connects every soul that has ever lived. It is the source of the timeless stories that appear in different cultures all over the world, the stories of the hero's journey, of death and rebirth, of the wise elder and the innocent child. This cosmic mind does not belong to you personally, but you have access to it. And the gateway to it is through your dreams. Sleep is the quietening of the personal ego, the I, which allows the veil to thin between your individual story and the great universal story. Tonight, as you cross the threshold into sleep, you are entering this meeting place with a specific intention. Your dreams will be the canvas upon which the universe paints its message for you. The cosmic signal we have been receiving, the resonance that has awakened your cellular memory, will now be translated into the symbolic language of your dreams. Do not worry about understanding it. Do not feel that you must remember every detail upon waking. The most important part of the communication will happen on a level far deeper than conscious thought. Time 3.0s. The message will be absorbed by your soul, just as your sleeping body absorbs nutrients and heals itself without any conscious instruction from you. So, let us welcome the journey into the dream world with a sense of gentle curiosity and profound peace. There is no need for fear. You are not entering an alien landscape. You are returning to your source. You are entering the great studio where the masterpiece of your own life is being woven into the magnificent tapestry of the cosmos. Whatever comes to you tonight, whether it is a peaceful, floating sensation, a vivid and colorful journey, or simply a deep and dreamless rest, know that it is exactly what you need. You are being held in a space of perfect intelligence and unconditional love. Surrender to the mystery. Trust the dreamer within you. Trust the cosmos that dreams through you. Let go now and allow the gentle currents of the dream sea to carry you where you need to go. The artist is ready. The canvas is prepared. And the work is about to begin. As you drift on the very edge of the dream world, let us perform one final act of release. A deep, final relaxation of the physical body, part by loving part, allowing it to become completely weightless, a vessel of pure peace ready for its cosmic journey. Bring a gentle, soft awareness to your feet. Feel all the tiny bones, muscles, and nerves that have carried you through so many thousands of days. Thank them for their tireless service. And now, let them go completely. With your next long, slow exhale, feel all tension, all tiredness, all weight flowing out from the soles of your feet, dissolving into the quiet darkness. Your feet become light, wonderfully light, as if they are floating just above the surface they rest on. This feeling of lightness now begins to drift upward into your ankles, your calves, your shins, releasing the memory of every step ever taken. Into your knees, letting go of any resistance, any inflexibility. And up into your thighs, the strong pillars of your body, allowing them now to become soft, heavy, and completely at ease. With each slow exhale, you release a worry. With each gentle inhale, you draw in the quiet, dark peace of interstellar space. Your entire lower body is now profoundly relaxed, weightless, and still. Allow this beautiful wave of release to flow up into your hips, your pelvis, your lower back. This is the center of your grounding, your stability. Let it soften. Let it open. Let it release any old stored emotions. Feel it spreading upward through your abdomen, calming and soothing all your internal organs, thanking them for their quiet, constant work. And now, into your chest, the home of your heart and lungs. Feel your heart beating with a slow, steady, peaceful rhythm, like a gentle drum in the deep of the night. Feel your breath moving in and out, a soft, effortless tide. No force, no effort, just being breathed. This profound peace now flows across your shoulders, melting away any burdens you may have been carrying. Let them dissolve. They are not yours to hold tonight. The lightness flows down your arms, past your elbows, into your wrists, your hands, and all the way to the tips of your fingers. Your hands are completely open, completely at rest. They are not holding on to anything at all. You are letting go. Finally, the warmth and release flow up through your neck, loosening every muscle, into your jaw, allowing it to go slack, across your cheeks, smoothing every line of expression. The tiny muscles around your eyes, let them go. Let your forehead become wide, smooth, and calm. And now, the very top of your head, your crown, feels as if it is opening, like a soft flower, to the velvet darkness above. Your entire body is now an ocean of tranquility. You are no longer a solid form, but a field of peaceful energy. You feel vast, weightless. And now, bring your awareness to the space within this peaceful field. Imagine it filled with tiny, soft points of light. Thousands of them. Millions of them. Each one a softly glowing ember of starlight. You are not just looking at the stars anymore. You have become a constellation. A unique, beautiful, and silent pattern of light, resting peacefully in the infinite dark expanse of the night sky. There's no tension here. There is no weight. There is only stillness and light and a profound, unshakable peace. Time. 5 points arose. Rest now, you beautiful constellation. Rest in your own quiet majesty. And so now, we arrive at the quietest part of the journey. The pace slows, almost to a stop. My voice becomes just a whisper in the background. A gentle current to carry you over the final threshold. Into the deep, healing ocean of sleep. The transmission is now fully underway. It is no longer something you are listening for. It has become a part of the silence that holds you. It is a quiet hum beneath the surface of your awareness. A feeling of being completely and totally held. It is the resonance of the stars within your bones. The ancient memory awakening in your cells. The gentle wisdom flowing into your heart. There's nothing left to do. Nothing at all. The work of the day is done. The work of letting go is complete. Your body, that beautiful constellation of starlight, is perfectly still. Perfectly at peace. Your mind, that quiet vessel, is drifting on a calm, dark sea. Your only task now is to allow. To allow the gentle, irresistible gravity of sleep to pull you into its orbit. It is not a fall. It is a surrender. It is a homecoming. Feel it as a soft velvet cloak being drawn over you. A feeling of warmth, safety, profound comfort. With every breath you take now, you're drifting deeper. The inhale is soft and easy, and the exhale is a long, slow, complete release, letting you sink another inch into the mattress, into the stillness, into the peace. The shore of the waking world is fading from view. Its lights are growing smaller, softer. Its sounds are muffled, distant. You're drifting beyond their reach now, floating into the great silent mystery of the night. Do not try to hold on to my voice. Let the words wash over you, like gentle waves on a distant shore. They are simply reminders of what you already know. That you are safe, that you are held, and that it is time to rest. The final signal before rest is not a sound. It is a feeling of permission. The universe is whispering to you in the silence between your heartbeats. Rest now. Let go. All is well. We will watch over you. Allow this permission to sink into every part of your being. Let your last conscious thought be one of gentle, grateful surrender. Thank your body for its strength. Thank your mind for its wisdom. And now, let them both sleep. Let them both be healed. Let them both be renewed. The gentle gravity of sleep is pulling you down, to a place of perfect peace. There's nothing to resist. There's only the sweet release, letting go completely. Sleep now. Sleep now. The universe does its most profound work in darkness and silence. Think of a seed buried deep beneath the soil. In the quiet dark, where no one is watching, where there is no effort or force, a miracle unfolds. The hard shell softens. A tiny root, guided by an ancient intelligence, reaches down to find nourishment. A tender shoot pushes upward, trusting in a sun it has never seen. This is the nature of true creation. It happens in the surrender of the dark. As you drift now, in the final moments before sleep takes you completely, know that you are like that seed. You have been planted in the rich, dark soil of the night, and the cosmic purpose we have spoken of, the wisdom of your unique place in history, the peace of your stellar origin, is now being woven into the very fabric of your being. This integration does not require your conscious attention. It is happening naturally, effortlessly, guided by the same deep intelligence that orchestrates the stars. The alchemist is at work. The dreamer is painting. The cellular memory is humming its ancient song. All of these forces are converging within you in this sacred, silent space. The message is being written not in your mind, but in your soul. It is a message of peace, telling you that your life has had a beautiful, coherent meaning all along. It is a message of value, affirming that your unique experiences and your quieter way of being are a precious gift to the world. It is a message of belonging, reminding you that you are not a stranger here, but a cherished child of the cosmos, made of starlight and held in an infinite, loving embrace. This wisdom will not be a loud voice in your head when you wake. It will be quieter and more profound. It'll be ready to be expressed in the quiet grace of your waking hours. You may feel it as a new sense of calm in the face of challenges. You may notice it as a deeper appreciation for the simple beauty around you. You may find it in a newfound patience with yourself and with others. It will unfold naturally, gently, from the inside out. Sleep is your metamorphosis. Just like the caterpillar in its chrysalis, you are entering a period of profound internal reorganization, dissolving what is no longer needed, and reforming yourself according to a deeper, more beautiful pattern. It is a natural, gentle, cosmic activation. So trust the darkness, trust the silence, trust the deep restorative power of your own sleep. You're safe. You are loved. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Rest now. The universe is holding you. Rest deeply The stars are watching over you. Rest completely. Great work is being done. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep.